Now, recommendations are huge. Okay, I want to spend a little time really digging into these. You can see I've spent a lot of time getting these. And what I love about recommendations is you get it as a twofer. And this is what I mean. So what I'm going to do is actually show you how this works. So first I'm going to say, wow, Matthew gave me this great recommendation and I've got it posted on LinkedIn and it's attached to a certain position, but I want to use it elsewhere. So I'm going to say, I'm going to just take a picture of it. And now when I go to my corporate website, I can just import this photo. There's a picture of our dog, but I can just import this photo of Matthew as a JPEG on my website, right? And go, oh, here's a testimonial for John Nemo on LinkedIn Riches, right? And look, this is a testimonial, name, face, everything. Or I can go over and copy and paste it onto my site if I have a testimonial software. But did you see how simple and easy that was? I just took a screenshot, a screen capture of a testimonial. So I get 2-for-1 value. And I post these. These are public recommendations. Anyone can see them. So post them everywhere online. Post them on your other websites, right? And they're beautiful because, again, it's a real person with a photo. Now, you've got to go ask to be recommended. No one's just going to randomly, out of the goodness of their heart, go and recommend you. So what I want you to do in this stage as you're building your profile, in fact, after we get done here, I want you to go pause the video and go ask for a bunch of these, okay? So you're going to go, you can see already, recommendations I've received, recommendations I've given, whatever. It's a whole setup, right? And so what I want to do is get some recommendations. So let's go back to my main screen. I can either give one here or I can ask. I'm going to click on Ask Recommendations. And once that pulls up, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start asking for some recommendations. So you can see it's very simple. What do you want to be recommended for? I really want to be recommended for my LinkedIn marketing. And then I go into my connections and I can ask up to 3 people at once. And I just do it by name. I'll say, oh, I have Joe, that client. He loves me. He'll recommend me, right? Oh, yeah, what was his name? It was this guy, Bill, or, whatever. I'm just trying to think of a real life one so I can do this while I'm asking. Okay, so I'll say Bill. I don't think I have one named Fred, do I? These guys don't know me for LinkedIn. Let's say I want to try Joe. Joe, I know this Joe. He'll recommend me. Okay. Relationship, then you just say Bill's a client of yours or whatever. Or if you worked at a company, right, there's all these choices. But again, this is building your brand. And so then it'll tell you Bill's deal. Like, what do you want it to show up for? Oh, Bill was the CEO at the time. With Joe, it was, Joe was a client. Joe's position at the time, he was a VP. And then I changed the subject. Like, LinkedIn's already done the work for me, right? They've put in the generic stuff. If you want to be lazy, do that. But I like to do something like, hey, quick favor. And then I'll say something like, and I'll put a script in here. Hey, I'm working to rebuild and boost my LinkedIn profile. And just use the script I have on the page. This is just one I'm ad-libbing at the moment. But hey, I'm looking to work, rebuild and boost my LinkedIn profile. Wondering if you could take a moment and give me a nice recommendation. I know you said you loved working with me on project XYZ or whatever it is, right? Just mention that. I know you love my book on this or my product on that. And then, hey, thanks. And meantime, let me know how you're doing, whatever, go Twins if you're a baseball fan, whatever it is, right? And then your name. Or, hey, let me know. I'd be happy to return the favor for you. That's something else, right? Each person will get a separate email. It's not a group message. Once I hit send, Joe and Bill are going to get an email directly to their inbox that says, hey, John Nemo sent you a message, quick favor. And it's going to come in here and it's going to say, hey, Joe, can you recommend me, blah, blah, blah. And then when Joe writes that recommendation, then it's going to be here, right? And so I can also then always go back and see recommendations I've given or received. I can edit them, I can remove them, I can hide them. So the nice thing about that is I can go in and go, okay, yeah, Matthews I want to keep, or I don't, or I want to change. They've got lots more you can do. Definitely though, get lots of recommendations. You can never have enough testimonials. You can never have enough social proof. And LinkedIn is great for this, right? Because I just showed you a simple, easy way to not only get the recommendation on LinkedIn, but then to take a photo of it, a screenshot of it, put it on your website, put it on Twitter, whatever, do the humble brag,